Manga Wido.
My name is Satoru Akiyama. I'm a programmer. I went to junior high school and high school under the guidance of my father, who was also a programmer, and went on to college in the game production department of an engineering university. I won several prizes in programming contests along the way. During my college years, I participated in an internship program and was approached by an employee who hired me. I had developed game apps in high school and was assigned to the game development department, which was my first choice. Akiyama, did you finish what I asked you last time? It's already done. It's on your desk, senpai. Oh, you're right. If you've finished it, you'd better tell me verbally. Wouldn't it be better if I just put it on your desk? I'm sorry. You. I was confident in my skills, but I guess it showed in my attitude. I think I often irritated my colleagues and seniors. I honestly felt good about myself. I can't believe how lucky I am to get paid to do what I love.
Akiyama, you should speak more proper honorifics.
Ah, sorry.
This is not some student's convenience store job.
A short time after I joined the company, I was noticed by a strict supervisor. She's Chief Miyamoto. She's an ace in the company, managing the smartphone game division at a young age. She was also the one who scouted me during my internship. But she took away most of my programming duties and started nagging me about the manners of a working member of society.
You should have used proper language. That's unacceptable for a member of society. Be at the office 10 minutes early. Don't keep your boss waiting. You can't even tie a tie properly.
Starting with personal grooming, language, reporting, writing sales emails, answering the phone, and cleaning the office. Everything she teaches me has nothing to do with programming. I wonder how long she's gonna make me do this. Although I have been comforted by other employees at company drinking parties, but... Akiyama, looks like you're having a hard time. It must be hard to deal with a woman's hysteria every day. No matter how beautiful she is, she uses you too much. Akiyama was unlucky. Well, my sympathies. Yeah, thanks. I'm sure they're thinking, suck on that. To be honest, I don't have a lot of coworkers I get along with. I had a friend from college to listen to me when I complained. One day, after a year or so of this, Manager, we have a problem. The data of the big deal in question has been leaked on social networking sites. It's already spreading and is causing a firestorm. What? Confidential information on a game under development in our department has been leaked on social media. The design of a new character in development for a major game company leaked onto the internet and caused a firestorm on social media. After investigation, it was found that my company tablet was the source of the leak. Akiyama, we have confirmed that the image was leaked from your tablet. The leaked social media account was also opened with your company address. Explain what's going on. There must be some mistake. I've been on the road a lot lately, so I haven't touched my tablet, and I don't recognize any of the social media accounts. That's a bitter excuse.
Maybe he's just angry because he's being used every day. What a jerk.
No one believes me. The chief was the only one who talked to me.
Akiyama, be honest. Did you do it?
No.
Okay.
The chief nodded and left when the manager called her in. This was the last time I spoke to the chief in the office. Akiyama, you've caused this much trouble. You have no choice but to take responsibility. I understand. I didn't do it, though. Soon, I was laid off and thus ended my short life as an office worker. I don't care anymore. 1 month after I was fired, I was living a lethargic life, holed up in my room in my apartment. Then one day...
Excuse me for barging in on you like this.
Chief!
Do you have a minute?
I had all the time in the world, so I decided to talk at a nearby cafe. Then the chief started talking about the incident. Immediately after the image leak incident, the chief went directly to the manager and asked him to present the evidence for his decision that I was the culprit.
The manager made 3 points as a basis for his decision. The fact that the tablet that was the source of the leak was lent to Akiyama-kun. The fact that there was image data left on Akiyama's tablet that could be used as evidence, and that the social media account used was registered to your company address.
I see, but I don't recall any of this. I wasn't even authorized to see those images in the first place.
I know. I brought it up to my superiors too. It is impossible for a new employee who is not involved in this case at all to handle data that they're not authorized to view. It is also unnatural that the image was left on the tablet and leaked from a social networking account set up with the personal address.
Miyamoto, I understand your concerns, but give up. You were the one in charge of Akiyama's training. His negligence is synonymous with your negligence as the person in charge. You will be punished at a later date. Wait until then. The chief also went directly to the president, but her words did not reach him, who believed the manager's story completely. In the end, the matter was settled in a short period of time thanks to the prompt public announcement and apology by the official account. However, the trust of the contractor has been ruined and future contracts have been canceled.
I quit because I couldn't keep up with that company any longer.
What? You quit? Why would someone like Chief do that for me?
I made my own decision. Don't worry about it. Besides, that company had always had a male-dominant and senior-based mentality. And even after I was selected as a section chief, they still harassed me.
The chief, who had doubts about a system in which women and talented newcomers were crushed, began daring to train them harshly so that they wouldn't get crushed. I see. But why do you trust me so much?
Because you said you didn't do it.
Chief, I almost cried because of her unexpected words of trust.
Akiyama, your programming skills are solid, and you still have a lot of room to grow. Your terrible working skills have improved a lot over the past year, and you're sincere in your work.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know you were such a nice person, Chief.
Anyways, I'd like to ask you for a favor. I want you to follow me.
Chief started a game production company. To be honest, I used to resent her, but not anymore. If you're okay with me, I'd be happy to.
Thanks. And I have another favor to ask. Can I go back to your room once?
Huh? I don't mind. It's a mess, but please come in. The chief takes a quick look around my desk and my computer environment.
Okay, let's get started. I'm sleeping here from today.
Wait, why?
Because I've come all the way to your house. We can get to work, right?
I'd be in trouble if a woman stays the night. Chief, you're too impatient.
What? You can call me by my name since I'm not your chief anymore.
Okay, but please go home today.
You're blushing.
This is how our company started. I talked to my father, who was self-employed, and we were able to rent one of the workrooms as an office. Miyamoto-san used his network of contacts to get jobs. I also engaged information with fellow programmers and started taking on small projects. Thanks to Miyamoto-san's training at the previous company, sales activities were not difficult at all. You're doing great! You want to take a job from my client? Thanks! Through my father's introduction, I started to get some work working on apps and such. Eventually, our income stabilized and our company gradually gained a reputation for solid work. And then 3 years went by since the company was founded. Our company was at a gaming event today. That's a big crowd!
Most of these people are in the gaming business. Come on, we'll have a look around a little bit, and then we'll get ready.
And then... Wow, I can't believe you guys are here too! What a surprise! This guy. It's that manager who approached me. A lot happened after you guys quit, you know. The manager started blabbing on and on about something I didn't even ask him about. Actually, it turns out that it was your colleague who leaked the images back then. Of course, I fired them right away. This guy, what's he telling us now? I tried to get in touch with you guys right away, but the phone was disconnected and the address seemed to have changed. I gave up. I'm sorry to hear that. 3 years have passed since then, but the fact that the two of you are still together now suggests that Miyamoto was still interested in Akiyama. Did you two get married?
No, he's very capable, so it's true that I approached him first.
Oh, that's hot! Sexual harassment? Oh, this is the kind of person he was. What have you been doing for the past 3 years, Akiyama? Are you still doing menial tasks at your new job? I'm glad to see that you're still as obnoxious as ever. Huh? What the hell? Just when I was getting fed up with the manager who kept talking, a coworker ran up to us. Miyamoto-san, it's almost our turn. The facilitator wants you to come backstage.
But, okay, thanks.
Well, if you'll excuse us, we're busy. Hey, wait! Shortly thereafter, the game makers were introduced on stage and took the stage. Eventually, it was our turn.
Now, I would like to introduce a game applicant that we have developed.
Of course, it was Miyamoto-san who took the stage. With her usual eloquence, she began to introduce our game, but... What? The one who raised a strange voice and looked at me was the manager. Well, it's no wonder he's surprised. We presented a game app for smartphones. It's a training and strategy simulation game in which the main character, a new working adult, struggles for promotion while confronting co-workers and superiors who try to bring him down. The game incorporates the real-life experiences of the creators as well as stories from the general public. In fact, it's an old work released almost 2 years ago, but many players have become addicted to its realistic story progression and exciting development. The service has continued with the support of a strong fan base. Recently, the game was picked up by a famous video game player, which rekindled its popularity and led to the game being invited to events like this. And then... the demo movie features the manager who tries to frame the protagonist for leaking information and kick him out of the company. Black-rimmed glasses, pink tie, protruding belly, I think he's quite a comical character. The audience goes wild, and amidst all the cheers, Miyamoto-san walks off stage. Hey, what the hell was that all about? Is something wrong? What's the matter with you using people as models for your characters? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm the villainous manager, aren't I? I'm suing you for libel. Ah, now that you mention it, I see your resemblance. I hadn't noticed that at all. But there are plenty of people who look like this.
Aren't you being too self-conscious?
But maybe they look a little bit alike?
Everything except for the hair.
Damn it, you're going to pay for this! Perhaps noticing that the eyes of those around him had begun to gather, the manager hurriedly left the venue. Who's the one that's gonna pay? Later that day, an image comparing the real manager and the game version of the manager was posted on social media, probably edited images taken by visitors that day. I was at the venue. It sure looked exactly like him. I'm sure the pink tie was him too. Maybe the old man was the model for the manager. No way, it must have been a cosplay. Game fans were very excited on social media. Afterwards, we received an angry phone call from the manager saying we had violated his right of publicity.
I have recorded and am storing all the contents of the conversation regarding your many morally harassing remarks at the company and Akiyama's false accusations. If you persist too much, we will have our own ways.
After Miyamoto-san said this, he never called again. Later, a colleague at my former company told me the manager, who could no longer stand the idea of being a laughingstock on social media, stopped appearing on the public stage altogether. That's not me! It's not me! Every time he goes out, he's frightened that he'll be photographed again and uploaded on social media. And the story didn't end there. Apparently, the manager blew himself up at work. During break, the manager came to the place where the employees were talking about the social media article. That was not me. The story of that game is also a complete lie. He was so desperate to deny it that the story spread throughout the company and upper management became suspicious and investigated again. As a result, new facts against the manager began to emerge. The manager was not pleased with Miyamoto-san, who had been promoted to section chief at a young age and had been plotting to have her removed from her post. And he thought that if I, under Miyamoto-san's guidance, caused a scandal, he would be able to bring her down. So he found an employee who didn't think well of me and decided to take advantage of them. You're Akiyama's colleague, aren't you? He must be giving you a hard time. No, not really. You don't have to hide it. I know exactly how you feel. The manager led him on with words. When he was completely open to the idea, he made his move. He took the data under his own authority and forwarded it to my colleague. The colleague secretly obtained my company tablet and used the image and password he received from the manager to cause this scandal. Shortly after Miyamoto-san and I left the company, the manager had the colleague quit and let his relative's company take him in so that the main culprit would not be revealed. What a roundabout way. Well, it doesn't matter now. Before we knew it, our company had grown to 20 employees. We've outgrown our space, so we decided to rent a house in the countryside to use as an office.
I'll live here on the second floor. I'll be able to work more efficiently that way.
Miyamoto-san declares she's moving her base of operations to the second floor of the office. Miyamoto-san, you said you were going to live here alone, but I'm against it.
What? You think I'm unreliable because I'm a woman?
No.
Then what?
I want the people I love to live in a safe place.
What?
There's not a soul around here at night.
I'm still moving into the office for work, but I'll make sure security measures are in place. Rest assured. And, I have my hands full with work right now. I don't intend to think about dating or marriage. I'm sorry.
Please don't worry. I'll do my best to make you need me as a man, Miyamoto-san.
I see. I'll be waiting.
Yes. What? She'll wait for me? After that, I went on working harder than ever. Somehow my colleagues immediately noticed the change in the atmosphere between Miyamoto-san and I. Go for it, man! Make a move! You guys!
Hey, get to work.
Yes! Anyway, when I got fired from my old job, I didn't know what was gonna happen. But right now, I'm just happy, to say the least.